People power! Our power! Our power! People power! NUP! Everywhere! Everywhere! NUP! Kunga Jobaga Kunga! Kunga! Kunga Sudi Kunga! Kunga! Kunga Uganda Kunga! Kunga Siana Kunga! Mwebalire ddala size nozeka zene bakyali bange mugenda balaba zene kyali wange bamuyita Ssebuganda ono gwe bakutulako omukono wekasese ono bamutokyalinga mumujjukira zene kyali wange gwe bayita Motive Kasaga naye tokya victimu zene kyali waffe John Bosco Karamoja ya Muganda yobakwa amasasi zene mukyala Kibalama eyabuzibwawo ebisigadde tunabyogera naye mwebale nnyo okutwaniriza mwebalire ddala people power.
Live from DXB Terminal 3 is where we are tonight. Of course, Chimaze Okakasibwa, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu amaze okutuuka essaawa eno ku DXB Terminal 3 abawagizi ba Nuupu bangi nnyo nga bwe mubalaba of course bazze okulaba nga bamupiikinga bamwanirize mu ssanyu eritagambika. As you see them, they are rejoicing, celebrating by the way of receiving His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi. Flight has already touched down, so tugenda kuba receiving that.
that as well. When we met Bobi, it was back in July. It was supposed to be an up-and-coming political film. Chris Sharp, the co-director and the producer, John Batstick, and at that time, we weren't able to make it into the country. We were very sorry not to have you there. So we dreamed of this project. Now it's here. So I just wondering if you could start by just telling us a little bit about what happened and why weren't you allowed in the country and how that been overcome.
Well, I was not able to come to the UK for the last 10 years. I was last here 10 years ago. I'm glad to be here. Thanks to my lawyer, Tayyip, my friend, colleague, and our brother Christopher Sharp, and the entire team, our legal team. I'm finally here. Thank God. Christopher Sharp should be blamed for this one. Yeah, it was Christopher Sharp. I'm a musician. I was a musician. I was hired to perform at his daughter's wedding. And we had a conversation. I had just been elected into parliament. That was my last performance as an artist and the first performance as an elected leader. And it started everything, and here we are. So it was Christopher Sharp's idea, not my idea at all.
Were you guys difficult to persuade? How did you feel, Bobi, when you heard that someone was making a movie about your lives?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's extremely overwhelming and very humbling to see a full house. So I was lucky to be on the team that went on this wedding. So I was there when Chris spoke about this idea. We were at this hotel, seated at the balcony, on a chair, on a table with 4 chairs. There was Chris and his son, and there was me and Bobi. And Chris was telling us that he would have a small camera following our normal usual lives. And he doesn't know what he would later do with the footage. But he said, I think it is interesting, guys, so don't mind the camera, it will just follow you. If something comes out, it will come out. If it doesn't come out, it's okay. So he made it seem very small. But look where we are.
That's why I said he should be blamed.
Yes, good investment.
And how was it? Did you, eventually forget that the cameras were there, or were you always very aware of it?
So in the beginning, it was hard to convince me because I love our lives enclosed. I love to choose what I show in public. Like you want to manage everything. Naturally, that's what I was, not anymore. Then along the way, we forgot the cameras were there. We lived with Moses for a long time, but we got convinced that he is part of our family. To the point that when he left and the shooting was done and the cameras were off, the kids were asking, "Where did our Moses go?"
This is Moses why you the
Moses, why you here? So we were not intimidated by the camera no more. It became part of us, we forgot about it. And that's how we managed to have all those intimate moments.
So I think one of the things that touches me most about this film, and I know it takes place, of course, on this international political scale, but at its core there's this really beautiful love story, which is your marriage, just really inspiring. And I guess I wondered, how central do you think, or is it related at all, your marriage and your relationship to your political work in the campaign?
What can I say? We just lived life. We just did us. Of course, it communicates. We believe that in many ways we inspire many other young couples, although now we're not a young couple anymore. But we inspire young marriages, but also because we strongly believe that humanity is a two-way thing. The men but we have over the years discovered that women are just as important, in fact, more important in this our struggle and that plays out in that issue.
In the film, it often seems like you guys are totally on the same page. I just wondered, were there ever points, Bobi, where you were kind of behind the scenes saying, I don't want you to run in this election, or I don't want you to go to this event?
So, it began in 2017 when he chose to stand for parliament. I must mention that he called me in the night at around 11 p.m. and told me that he was going to run for MP on the phone. So I heard other voices in the car and I just composed myself and said, you know what, honey? Just come. By the time you reach here, maybe you have changed. He came home very excited and said, have you seen there is a vacant space for MP in our area? I am standing. I said, okay, you've never misled me. Let's go. By the time we got to the presidency, I had seen that he was right for this, and that he had been positioned for this, and that it was his calling. So my job as a wife was to support, and I just did the best I could.
Do you think you knew what you were getting yourself into when you married him? I love the way that you met on the play called Lady Will You Marry Me? Did you know what you were getting yourself into? Was he always this guy, or has he kind of changed?
I had not followed the past opposition presidential candidates. I did not follow Chile very closely. I was so out of politics, I did not know what we were getting into. No, I did not. But along the way, do you know how you're thrown in the swimming pool and then in the middle of swallowing a few water gulps, you remember, oh, I have to swim. So yes, we just found ourselves in this, and I said, come on, we're stronger than this. We can take this off. Why not?
Sharks are born swimming, baby.
Yes, so yeah, I don't know what I'm doing myself again. But if it is not us, then who is going to do it?
This is such a powerful film. I must again congratulate Michelle for Moses Boy and John Batsik and the whole team. It really moves me. I've seen it several times now, and each time I'm just really roused to action. But I want to know what it's like for you to watch this film as the start of it, for a better word. How did it feel the first time you saw it?
The first time I saw this film, I had never seen it before. So when I saw it, my first reaction was a big disappointment. I felt like, and I complained to the producers and the directors, because according to me, this film was so kind to General Museveni. It made him look like an angel. Not even a small percentage of the brutality is shown in this film. It might come off as so brutal, but this is just a small fraction of the brutality. And I complained, and the directors explained to me that they could not show all the medieval violence. It would turn off the audience. So yeah, but again, I've watched it.
We know that yes, we were robbed, but we know that General Museveni and his fellow thieves have never had pressure than like the pressure they got from us. And we know that they don't want us to go there. They've rigged elections since 2021. You all remember what happened in Omoro. You all remember what happened in Kayunga and many other places. They've tried as much as possible to render elections a joke. They've even used their propagandists to discourage Ugandans from elections, to discourage Ugandans from anybody contesting them, saying, those are working with us. Now this is a so-called government trying to discourage people from going to the polls. You know why? Because they know they stand no chance at the polls. And that is why we are taking them to the polls. That is why we are going there. We are going there because we refuse to give up on a dream. Now what dream is that? Why are we even doing it? Why are we risking our lives? Why are our friends in prison but we still go as if everything is okay? Why are our friends being killed but we still going? Why are our friends who are women being raped and men sodomized but we are still going? What is that we are fighting for? We say we want to remove Museveni. And then what? Because some people think we're just a group of angry young people. They think we're just a group of power-hungry people. They think we're just hateful of Museveni. So they ask, we are all tired of the status quo. We're all tired of Museveni. But then what? What next? Friends, I always want to again and again and again reiterate this. So I make it clear that our fight is not just about hating Museveni. Yes, okay, for me, I don't like the guy, honestly. But not everybody hates him. Many people respect him, like I used to do. And it's not just hate for Museveni or wanting him to go. Our struggle, our fight is anchored on thoughts, on imaginations, on dreams, on, you can call them fantasies, but we know these things are not rocket science. We actually know that removing Museveni is not the end in itself. Our agenda is not just to remove Museveni. We keep singing Olutalo nga luwedde tuliyambala engule tulizimba Uganda empya. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown. We shall build a new Uganda. Now I want you to focus on the ending part. We shall build a new Uganda. Because even when we remove Museveni, that's not going to be the end. That is going to be only the beginning. Removing Museveni is just the first step. In fact, that period, and I always tell my brothers that period for me is the most important one. Building a new Uganda. What does that new Uganda look like? Allow me very briefly to shine a light in that new Uganda. Imagine Museveni falls. Like he can very, very possibly fall next year in a matter of less than half a year. He can fall in January. But when Museveni falls, this is exactly what is going to unfold. It is going to bugenda kuchanga olunaku olulala naye bugenda kuba bukedde forever. A new day is going to come upon Uganda. The first thing, the very, very first thing that we want to breathe is a freedom. That sense of freedom, that sense of relief, that end to gun rule, to military rule. For the first time we want to subdue the guns like it should be, like it has been written in the law. You're going to see civilian authority where every Ugandan will move feeling like they are the true bosses of their destiny because it's by the...
Olaba omwami ono nga yegomba omugenzi Gaddafi. Yes, omanye kyatwala Gaddafi kimunonyeko nabagamba either agenda mirembe oba agenda nga Gaddafi. Nkiddamu ekyatwala Gaddafi kiri mu Uganda. Mulaba report eno nagimalirizo gisoma bulungi nnyo. Kakati muna Uganda wobanga obadde otidde Museveni, eno report is a must read to every Ugandan. Nsazeewo tukole bwe tuti tweyambe. Report eno nene gye baakoze nene ne etwa buli kibuzo kye tubadde tweyinako mu Uganda weekiddamu. Era gyekomekereza mu America amugamba ketonye kagwake ali mu kalulu ka Uganda. Nkiddamu Omumerika Congress egamba ketonye kagwake bali mu kalulu ka Uganda demo violating human rights. Kyavudde ku ki ekyamazeewo enkwatagana ya America ne Uganda okukola report bwetyo. Eno teyabadde report wabula kulangira balangidde omusiru. Mukitegera ekintu ekyo kyavudde ku ki? Njagala tweyambe. Mulaba laptop eno laptop ekozesa data. Yes, ekozesa data. So nsaba tweyambe. Eno enamba yange ogiraba? Eno enamba yange nsaba data yenna gwosobodde gweteeka kuno. Report eno nyenda kugisoma mu Luzungu ngikyuse mu Luganda. Such that nabatategeera Luganda bagitegeera mu Luzungu. chairman Nyanzi gwakulya foreign policy kakasa nti bannayuganda bafuna report yeno kubanga etuwa buli answer gye twagala gwe nawe n'abadde atya Museveni ogenda kumanya lwaki alama atandise okuyita emizimu gy'abaafa ba Gaddafi bamunonye mu ggwanga okitegera kakati njagala tugitandike ngenda kubanga buli lunaku mbasomera report yeno paka we tuligimalayo paka wabuli munnayuganda olina ogitegeera wabula abasobola okwesomera inbox mi njikudownloadingire njikuwa ogyesomere ejja kutwala wiiki ng'emu ng'ogisoma sobola ogitegeera kakati tusimbudde embalasi bakugamba ekyamazeewo enkwatagana wakati wa NRA oba Museveni ne gavumenti ya America oba ba Congress government tusimbudde bakugamba Uganda's relations with US rivals bino byensoma nasobodde bidownloadinga ne mbiwandiika kuba yo laptop ebeerako erya data mungi Uganda's relations with US rivals enkwatagana ya Uganda n'abalabe ba America tusimbudde China is the leading source of foreign direct investment in Uganda. Its loan commitment are there reportedly 4.2 trillion US dollars. Oshitegedde nabagamba Museveni yakwata Uganda n'agiteeka mu mikono gy'aba China. Era essaawa abantu abasinga okututulugunya oba okutulugunya banna Uganda be ba China mbu be bakyasinza okuinvestinga ssente mu Uganda batuzimbidde biki batuterawo ne budget ya 4.2 trillion US dollars buli mwaka mbu aba China bazituwa oba ziririddawa Katonda yamanyi. We have to get rid of these Chinese and the Russians. America is there tweyongeddeyo okitegera. Among other projects China Exim Bank enhanced 200 million US dollar expansion of Entebbe Airport and recently completed 1.7 billion US dollars Kaluma Dam, the largest power generating installation enhancing from China Exim Bank. Mbu aba China bakwata airport yaffe etonya esa ewefanana yalya milioni 2 eza dola airport eyo yalya milioni 2 eza dola 200 million US dollars zebateeka mweyo airport okutuuka okujediza aba China mbubediza airport yaffe olwa milioni 2 eza dola zebateekamu kati bali muzisoloza bazeddize eyo project naye mujjukire Exim Bank ate yo etubanja nti yatuwa looni eyakola kweyo airport mujjukire parliament yayisa looni kakati yo Exim Bank egamba mbu bazi investingamu era bali muzisoloza bazeddize naye mujjukire yo looni eri ku milioni eri ku trillion 116 zebatubanja naye ng'ate wano bakulaga nti nno sente zino bazi investinga kyokka Museveni yazijjayo nga looni ndowooza mulaba nti batubanja looni ez'empewo bannayuganda tulina okugoba buno obusire batubanja looni ez'empewo. Then number 2 bakugamba China mbu yakwata project 1.7 billion US dollars eyakaluma ddamu kakati gwabadde akaaba umeme okudduka speed gwakaaba simanyi idisere okubabba China yerimu okubabba China bino ebimu ebyanyiziza America n'amugamba kakati gogenda kuyita jjajjaawo mu kalulu tujja generating installation tujimaze. The second largest shareholder of Uganda's external debt after World Bank suspended lending in 2023. Uganda turned to China for $150 million loan on internet and infrastructures. Nabagamba ku internet eyo ya fiber Museveni gye yasika nagibagambako World Bank wemala okugoba Museveni mu 2023 nemugoba mbutegenda muwa loan. Museveni yagenda mu China mbunajayo milioni 15 eza dola 15 mbu okusobola okuleeta internet mu Uganda awo ene ya fiber gye basika then tumaleba Abamerika balete Starlink. Museveni mbu alina sente ziyajjayo mu internet eya Uganda ndowooza oba agenda gikozesa ki Katonda yamanyi bino bya Abamerika si byange bwe muna Uganda nze nkusomera obitegeere. Then Uganda turned to China for 150 million US dollars aumazewo. The extent of China's involvement in Uganda's economy has spurred US concerns as China support expanding Uganda's digital surveillance capacity. China's Hawaii has provided surveillance equipment. China's Hawaii has provided surveillance equipment for Kampala, including cameras with facial recognition technology and has been named in Ugandan efforts to intercept communication of government critics. Ayabas. His Excellency Kyagulanyi simu yo baji hackinga. Obijjukira. China okimanyi erimu ebyebintu yekozesa kampani yayo gye bakozesa Huawei. Ye yekozesa. Otegera ekintu ekyo. Huawei ye yakwata esimu yo ngekozesa surveillance ne batandika okutrackinga kamera zammwe n'amasimu. Kamera ezo ziri ku kitebe n'eziri mu makaago Bachina be baziteekawo. Kamera zino esika face y'omuntu n'amaloboozi bye mwogera zibisika kamera ezo. Kitegeeza namwe mulina okubeera ne network esingako oba software asobola obika omuntu attackinga. Kampani eno y'Abachina. Otegera ekintu ekyo ye yakola ku kamera ezo ziri mu Uganda eziri mu kutrackinga president waffe. N'amasimu gammwe China yega hackinga nge wa Museveni obubaka. China yebikola. Ono mu America byamunyiziza tukyagenda mu na report. Museveni a vocal donor conditionality as he praises China non-interference foreign policy approach. Nabasomesa ne bagamba nti ba dictator bano ekibagaza Abamerika ekibagaza Abachina bano n'Abarasha bote bafaayo oba akutta bokasita baba nti ba fulfillinga interest zaabwe. Otegera naye mu America yakugamba nti se otojja kutta bantu ng'oli mu police eyange. Kati baba kugamba nti Museveni acriticizing policies zaabwe eziriko conditions. For example tumugamba make democracy and human rights a precondition for your support with Uganda, what relationship with Uganda. Ne China yote faayo, ne Russia tefaayo. Yensonga lwaki Russia ne China balumira ogwa wagulu mu kutulugunyizibwa kwaffe. Tweyongeddeyo ebadde China tuze ku Russia. Uganda's relationship have evolved over past decades. President Museveni landed Russia's during 2022 visit by Russian Foreign Minister and NRM signed a cooperation agreement with Russia ruling party. Mwame mutumanyidde. NRM ya signing agreement, cooperation agreement wakati wa NRM ya Uganda ne Russian party ekibiina kifuga Russia basayininga endagaano ne NRM yeremeze mu buyinza nga bali be bafandinga. Ye cooperation yaliwo wakati wa Russia ne NRM. Bino si wakati wa Museveni, wabula wakati wa NRM, the political party ne Russia ekibiina ekifuga. Bano batumanyira aba Russia. Kati ere badde China tuli ku Russia. Tuze with NRM after 2022 invasion of Ukraine by Russia reportedly offered expanded delivery of attack helicopters in exchange for state television airing Russia state news surveyed for several hours a day. As deal of reports, Russia suggests that Uganda service propaganda network known as Africa Back Office linked to Wagner Group founder Prisgini and center of criticism to government critics. So Museveni bamusubiza okumwa helicopter okusobola okubikirya ebintu bya Russia byekola Ukraine.